Today I'm going to talk about some deeper truths about the universe and why do we manifest certain unwanted situations in our lives, unwanted circumstances, even when we feel that we are in a very positive state, we are at a higher vibrational state. And also why these challenges in our lives are actually good for us. Yes, you heard that right. Challenges in our lives are actually good for us. Let me start with a story. In this story, we are going to talk about Mr. A. Everything in Mr. A's life is absolutely fantastic. He knows about the law of attraction. He practices meditation regularly. He's more or less at a higher vibrational state. So he keeps attracting good fortune in his life. He has very good health, good money, a happy family, a loving wife, and a beautiful child. But one fine day, a major crisis hits Mr. A. He meets with an accident and he loses his loved one in that accident. So there is a death in his family. Now you and me and everyone else who knows about the law of attraction would think, how is that possible? How could such a major crisis hit a person who doesn't really have any problem with the belief system? Now, pay attention to what I'm going to say now. We are assuming that there is no problem at all in Mr. A's belief system. Probably there is no problem with his belief system, but there are some traces of false beliefs or certain negative energies that needs healing. It might not have happened in this lifetime, but from a past life. Some remnants of the past life, some negative energies still stick to a soul, and it goes with that soul in the next lifetime. And we need healing of that negative energy in that present lifetime. So, such challenges or crises that hit a person without any explanation could be due to their pre-birth planning. Now, I'm going to explain everything to you. What is pre-birth planning? Why do we plan our lives? How it is planned? So, I'm going to tell you everything in this video. So, stick around till the end. What is pre-birth planning? You, me, and we all who are currently on this earth, on this planet, have already planned our lives in the spirit realm even before we were born on this earth. Now, second question is, what all do we plan before we incarnate on the physical plane? In the spirit realm, before even we are born, we plan who our parents are going to be, the place and time of birth, our soulmates, some important people who are going to incarnate along with us, and most importantly, our life's challenges and crises. Now, why do we plan the challenges in our lives? The purpose of this entire planning, pre-birth planning, including the challenges in our lives, is to help our souls grow spiritually. We need to learn some spiritual lessons while we are on earth, on this physical plane. Also, we need some healing from negative experiences in our past lives. And also, we plan these challenges to balance our karma. These are the most important reasons why we are planning our challenges in the spirit realm. Now the question arises, how do we plan our challenges? We as souls in the spirit realm, even before we are born, we sit together with our spirit guides and other participating souls and plan certain important milestones and challenges that will serve our purpose of growth on earth. Therefore, there are some other souls who agree to play certain roles in our lives to support that learning experience. These roles are played by some very close people who are actually part of our soul groups. So they could be our mom, dad, siblings, some close friends, and even some enemies, the people we might hate, literally hate in this lifetime. But they are actually loving souls who agreed to play that role on earth. Now, this perspective completely shifts everything for us, right? We'll start seeing our enemies in a different light. Now, the most important question arises. If we have already planned these challenges in our lives, and probably we cannot avoid these challenges, if that is the situation, then is the role of our belief system and the law of attraction completely ends in such a scenario? No, absolutely not. In fact, the role of our belief system and law of attraction is even more relevant, even more important in such a situation. Why? Because the positive beliefs will help us in our healing process. When we are facing some challenges, some negative scenarios, we need to bring those positive beliefs even more. We need to know our true selves. As souls, we are love. We are pure love, unconditional love. That is what we are in the spirit realm. But when we are on earth, we forget all about that. And we think that we are hatred, we are anger, we are disappointment, we are depression, all sorts of negative emotions. But if we can heal that, despite the negativity in which we are, if we still manage to bring out that positivity, that love, that compassion from within us, know that you have accomplished your goals in this lifetime. You have served the purpose of incarnating on earth. Now you must be wondering, why are these challenges, these problems, these crises necessary in our lives? What lessons are we going to really learn from that? Let me give you one example, one scenario of why it is important. In a past life, probably a soul had developed a negative belief about itself, that it is unworthy of receiving love, or it is meant to be always poor, in the cycle of poverty. That soul could not heal that negative belief and has carried on with it in this particular lifetime as well. So in this lifetime, the soul's job is to clear itself of that false belief, that negative belief, and know itself as pure love, compassion, worthy of receiving love, worthy of receiving all the riches, abundance, money, wealth, everything. Because this healing cannot actually happen completely in the spirit realm. To learn that, the spirit has to be on the physical plane, to be on the earth and learn through sometimes the opposites. If the soul is again facing the same crisis, facing hatred or facing poverty, that should inspire the soul to take some inspired action and change its life for the better, so that it knows itself to be love, compassion, worthy of getting love, worthy of receiving abundance. I hope that makes sense. To explain this further, let me give you one example from the book Your Soul's Plan. I'm really inspired by this book. This is an amazing book. This is about drug addiction. Some people, some souls choose to be drug addicts in the lifetime. Yes, they choose it, they plan it beforehand. But why? A young teenager becomes drug addict and one fine day overdoses on heroin. Now this battle of the parent and the child was pre-planned before birth, because there was lesson both for the mother and the child. For example, for the mother, who was always judgmental about people who were drug addicts. But after this incident in her life, after this huge challenge, she became more compassionate towards the people facing or suffering from this problem. So this entire incident transformed her negative beliefs, her negative attitude into a positive one. This was just one example. And there could be various different types of challenges a soul could opt for in the pre-birth planning. And there could be endless reasons for choosing that particular problem. Also, the more serious a challenge is, greater will be the soul's opportunity for growth. And if the soul manages to successfully overcome that problem, that challenge, it can cut down upon the additional lifetimes or reincarnations that would have required of that soul to accomplish the required soul's growth. So that is why even I have started loving my challenges. I feel that is an opportunity for me to grow. But how exactly the law of attraction can help us change these false beliefs, these negative beliefs? And how can we put an end to our challenges in lives and change our reality? Just watch this video and you will get all the answers to your questions. Until then, bye bye.